Well, it is cold outside, which means not only are temperatures going down, but you can expect your spending to go up. That's what they say here. The holiday season comes with some added expenses with buying gifts for everyone.
All right, so there could be another reason we actually spend more during the winter months. Ted Jenkin, CEO of Oxygen Financial and founder of WhatTedSays.com. All right, joins us to talk about this very thing. What did I hear the other day? In terms of credit card debt, where are we, $1 trillion now?
No, it's the worst it's ever been.
It's almost $1.1 trillion
okay.
now. It's about $7,000 a household. Well, people actually do. They do. They spend more in the wintertime. They do. Right after summertime is the first season where people spend the most. When it's hotter out, people are riskier with their decision making. That's why they say you have to keep a cool head. But studies have shown now when it's uncomfortably cold, people make irrational decisions. That's why they keep the malls at about 60 degrees, because when you're colder, you want to spend more money. And of course, when you're colder, you spend more money online. You shop more online because you're indoors more. So all those reasons. It's not just holiday season, wintertime after summertime.
When I'm cold, I just get out of there. It's like, I'm like, forget this. I can't handle this. I'm out. All right, let's talk about our heating bills in the winter. Is there a way that we can save more money on those?
Yeah, well, I think most people, if you get your thermostat to 68 degrees, that's going to be the best thing to do. Obviously, if you're out of the house or it's nighttime, you can turn it down. That should save you about 10% of your bills. But a lot of people run their water heater at 140 degrees, and during the wintertime, I recommend dialing down to 120 degrees. That can save you about 11% on your bills. But people have shades and curtains at home. Just open them up during the day, let the heat in, and then close them at night. Keep the cold out.
It's a very dude thing to say. Like, you don't have to run your heater, you know, that hot. Women love steaming hot showers. I feel like I have this discussion, right? Where, like,
go ask Jillian what she likes the temperature to be. Our producer.
Really hot.
She's like, no, she likes it cold.
Oh, she likes it cold? Well, never mind. I'll say that to the commercial, but never mind. Never mind.
All right, what about any tax breaks? You know, this is the time of year we start kind of putting things in order to get our taxes done in April. Was there anything we can do there?
I think people really don't understand this whole energy efficient home improvement credit for things like doors and windows and your roof. That's $1,200. And by the way, a tax credit is a lot different than a tax deduction. You'd have to put $3,000 or $4,000 in your 401k to get that same $1,200 credit. You have it for energy efficient electric appliances, things like stoves. That's $840. And if you're doing the electric car thing, next year it's going to get a little bit better, I think. $7,500 for a new car, $4,000 for a used car. But I think a lot of people do these home improvements and they don't look at the tax credits, and sometimes their accountants don't know. And again, it's the best deduction. It's a dollar for dollar deduction.
A lot of people doing home improvements because interest rates are just too much for anyone to buy and move. I mean, it's an absolute mess. And what do you think about going into next year? Will that be changing?
No, I think until
No, go ahead.
Yeah, until interest rates come down, we're in a logjam. People that got a 2.75 or 3% mortgage, they would trade up to a bigger home.
Yeah.
They just can't right now. It just doesn't make any financial sense. Plus, inventory is still below 4 months. It's at 3.6 months. So until those two things change, either more inventory or interest rates come back down to 5.5%, I don't think you're going to see the market move.
Yeah. So this is interesting, self-improvement for the homes. But why are I seeing hardware store stocks down?
Well, I think it's because of this fear that things are slowing down right now. You know, a lot of people, they literally put it on the house, meaning that they took out the home equity and they did their backyard or they put in a pool. Now, when those lines of credit are at 7, 8, 9%, guess what? I'm not going to the hardware store or the home improvement store and putting down new floors. I'm just not doing it.
You can't do it.
That's why you're seeing those stocks that are down right now.
But those could make a comeback then.
Yeah,
as interest comes down. You think interest rates will come down next year?
I do. I think mid next year you're going to see rates come down. We're going into a political election, so I think you're seeing them come down.
Yeah, but how much is the question, right?
Look, realistically, 3%, not happening again. But you know, that 5 to 6%, I think that's going to be the range.
Right.
Yeah,
that's a big improvement from where we are now.
Yeah,
actually.
Not when houses are $2 million starting. Still rough.
Get what you can afford.
Still
Let's
rough.
Start with that.
It's hard out there, Jim. It's hard out there. Ted Jenkins, CEO of Oxygen Financial and founder of WhatTedSays.com.
Thumb wrestle
Thank
for
you
it?
so much.
Anyway, thanks for talking, Ted. Always appreciate it. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas.
You too. Thanks.
All right. Coming up, you want to go Jordan, Steph?
I don't know who's supposed to do it.
We're too wrapped up by Ted. He's too mesmerizing.